Hello and welcome to our Floral Valentine Heart tutorial. This one's a really fun one. I love it because it looks really complicated, but it's actually pretty easy once you learn just a few principles that I'm going to show you today. So this is your pattern. There's a smaller version of this too if you'd like to turn this into a card. So you download and print out either one of them, and then just go ahead and trace that onto your watercolor paper like I've done here. My lines are pretty dark, just so that they can show up in the camera. I would tell you to make sure your lines are pretty light when you're doing this, especially the lines that are basically showing the outline of your heart, because you're not going to want those to show after you're done. You can go in and erase some of those after we're done, but watercolor paint tends to basically make it impossible for you to erase lines that are under the paint. So they show through and they kind of glue that graphite from your pencil onto your paper. So you want to make sure that it's nice and light before you get started. Okay, and we're really only doing one color in this tutorial. You can choose to do multiple colors if you'd like, but for this tutorial today, I'm just going to be using our Alizarin Crimson, which is this deep red color that I love so much. I'll just get a little bit of that on my palette to show you. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to show you just one quick little brush stroke. That we're going to be using on this tutorial. So this is our leaf brush stroke. You'll learn a lot more about this in watercolor school. We have a whole section on florals, so you'll learn all about the different strokes to make beautiful flowers. But for today, we're just going to be using this one. So I'm using a number 6 round brush. So a round brush has a nice tip to it, and then it has a kind of a full body, and that allows you to do really thin lines as well as thick lines, and it helps you make this beautiful leaf shape. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start just barely pressing down so it's nice and thin, and I'm going to push down. I'm going to bring it back up slowly like that. Okay, let's do another one. So light, push, then come up like that. If you'd like to make a full leaf, you can just do the same thing. Push down, come up, and then you can just come on the other side, push down, come up, and you have a beautiful leaf shape. So that is what we're going to be using today in this tutorial. I'm going to get plenty of red, and we are going to get started. I'm going to move this over. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is create a beautiful heart shape with the shape of these flowers and leaves. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my technique, and I'm going to just do this in the flower area. Kind of just push down, come up, push down, come up, push down, come up. That gives me a nice little tulip shape. And then on all of these lines, I'm just going to do the same thing. So I'm going to push down and come up, push down, just following the line, come up like that. Don't worry if yours are not perfect. Nature is never perfect, and neither is watercolor. That's why I love watercolor. I'm doing this beautiful deep red. Now I'm going to just use the tip of my brush, and I'm going to follow that line. And there we've got our first flower. Let's keep going. We're just going to follow these lines with our brush, and then we're going to push down and come up. I have some little dots in there, so I'm just using the tip of my brush. Put my dots in. Down, up. I'm going to follow that line. Push down, come up. We just got about 5 inches of snow this morning, which is such a blessing. We've been really needing the moisture. So I don't know if you can hear the snow plow outside. My husband's out there plowing. We've been waiting for snow for a while, so I'm so thankful for it. Just following those lines, making little leaves. Nice thing about this project is it works great for Valentine's Day with the red and white, but you could also use it for springtime and do different colors of flowers. You could do blue and white, or kind of a almost china dish looking project. So I'm just doing long leaves and short leaves, just kind of playing with it and having fun. Just remember the down up technique. You can just relax and enjoy it. Those lines are just kind of guides for you, so you can make your leaves as long as or as short as you'd like. Just kind of follow those guides. All right. And keep going. We're almost there. This is one of those projects that I almost don't want it to be done. It's so relaxing. Once you get the hang of doing those leaves, it's just so fun. Remember, you can add leaves if you'd like, or flower buds. Just make it yours. There's really no wrong way to do this. You need to move your paper around. Feel free to do that. Just want to make sure that you're not getting your hand stuck in paint. Just be really careful. Down and then up. Okay, almost there. Turn it this way. And then a few little dots. I'm just going to look at that, see if it needs any other dots in it. Go put one right here. Just going to clean this one up a little bit. There. And something right here. I'm just going to elongate that a little bit. Add a little bit there. Okay. And one more into that white space. And then I'm going to call that one done. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.